is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
It is June 25th, and that can mean only one thing. It is halfway to Christmas, and that's what we are celebrating here at the Big A tonight. Folks streaming in, grabbing their Santa hats. The Angel fans are going to try to attempt a Guinness World Record. Yet another one for most Santa hats in one space. I'm a little nervous, but tonight it's game 2 between the Twins and your Angels. Let's take a look at the standings in the American League West. The Oakland Athletics currently taking on the New York Metropolitans in New York. Oakland leading that game handily. The Halos at the start of the day start the series, or I should say, this ball game, 4 games back in the standings. We welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubas. I'm Victor Rojas, and last night we saw the Angels offense come to life. Not only was Don Baylor back, but the Angels bats certainly came to life against a guy that had been throwing the ball very well in Kyle Gibson.
Victor, good point. Don Baylor being back wants that patience at the plate. See some pitches before you go up there and attack, and take a look at our AT&T Uverse Rewind. You see what happens after you have some patience. A couple walks in. Fielder's choice, Josh Hamilton with the bases loaded. Simplified his approach. Base hit up the middle, scoring in 2 runs. Didn't try to hit a home run. Just let the ball travel and hit the ball up the middle. Then Howie Kendrick in the very same inning gets a pitch. Down, goes the other way, drives that ball to right field, drives in a couple more runs. They end up scoring 5 runs on just 2 hits. Patience and doing what you can, whatever pitch is thrown to you, to be successful. And then the bullpen came through. C.J. Wilson gave up some runs, but the bullpen, we talked a lot about how they've struggled, but last night, very aggressive. Started with Michael Moore when he went out there, threw very few pitches. His changeup was outstanding. Kevin Jepson got that great double play. Ernesto looked more confident, and Joe Smith finished it off for his 6th save.
Halos looking to make it 5 in a row as Garrett Richards is on the hill tonight for game 2 of this 3-game set. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. We're going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. Welcome back out to the Big Eight, game 2 of this 3-game series. The Halos, of course, picking up the first game of the series last night, 8-6 the final. C.J. Wilson did pick up his 8th win, and Joe Smith notches 6th save. So we'll see what we have in store tonight. As you see, Garrett Richards and the Angels have taken the field once again, wearing their alternate red tops. And we'll take a look at Ron Gardenhire's starting 9 for the Minnesota Twins, who roll into this ball game tied for 3rd in the Central, 6 games back. It'll be Danny Santana leading things off at short. Brian Dozier at second base. He had a 3-hit game last night. Joe Mauer's at first. Josh Willingham homered last night, and that's not a rare occurrence against the Angels. He's at left. Kendrys Morales picked up his first home run last night. He's the DH. Oswaldo Arcia is down at right field. Eduardo Escobar at third base. Eric Fryer gets a start behind the plate. And Superman himself, Sam Fuld, is batting 9th and playing 7th. Taking on Garrett, he comes into this one with a 7-2 record and a 2.79 earned run average.
Boy, Garrett's been throwing the ball so well, even in the month of June. Absolutely dominant. 7-2 record, 2.79. The things that Garrett has to do to be successful against this Minnesota Twins team. Stay in the present. Don't worry about all that conversation about the All-Star game. Think about the Minnesota Twins from the very first pitch of the game, and then when you get ahead and need that big punch out, use your slider to get those big outs for Garrett Richards.
Take a look at the defense behind Garrett this evening. Josh Hamilton at left, Mike Trout at center, Cole Calhoun at right. The infield consistent. Grant Green faked his first major league start at third base. Eric Ibar at short. Howie Kendrick at second. Albert Pujols at first. Chris Iannetta behind the plate.
And you mentioned that Grant Green getting that first start at third base. Showing some good hands at shortstop and second base. Played a solid left field, but does have that throwing arm. Played a number of games in the minor leagues at third base. We saw him play quite a few in Tempe. Good hands. Good read off the bat.
David Freese not getting the start tonight, due in part to the hit by pitch that he had last night for no other reasons, at least according to Mike Scioscia. That's what we were told before the game. They're ready for the first pitch, and it's going to be delivered by the UPS store. Grant Green playing in on the grass. The speedy Danny Santana, switch hitter, leading things off in the first one tonight, is a little bit low. That is Quinn Walcott calling the balls and strikes tonight. Mark Carlson at first. Greg Gibson at second, and Jerry Davis, a veteran, at third base. Santana last night, a couple of hits, 2 doubles, ended up going 2 for 5. 326, a couple of home runs, 16 runs batted in. Now with 9 doubles. Playing his 37th big league game. He'll take a strike. 2-1.
Big thing for Garrett is maintain that good rhythm he's had for his last number of starts.
Slow roller to second base. Howie comes in. Gets rid of it quickly, and there's the first down of the ball game.
One thing when you talk about Garrett Richards, you always think in terms of the strikeouts, but he's more of a guy that when he's in his rhythm, he'll get a lot of ground ball outs also. Get ahead of the count, then he can get those swing and misses with his slider. Boy, his last 4 starts, talk about how well he's thrown of late. 3-0 with an ERA 0.67. That's his 2 earned runs in 27 innings.
And it is amazing to think that people are talking about the strikeouts, because he is racking them up this year as Dozier looks at strike 1. That wasn't the case in his previous stints in the big leagues. Ground ball machine, sinker baller, but everything just diving, and that's why he's picking up those punch outs the way he is. No balls, 2 strikes.
That pitch right there, Victor, is the reason why he's getting strikeouts, because he can throw his slider for a strike, and then he gets a swing and miss after that. Very good as far as the strikeout to walk ratio is very much improved this year.
Swing and a miss, and there's the first one tonight. 2 down. Just climbing the ladder on Dozier.
Boy, out there, a very nasty slider. He threw for a strike. As a hitter, you're thinking, is he going to go right back with the same pitch? Instead, he goes a fastball with that running action inside, and Dozier, a good hitter, couldn't make contact with that running fastball. Great view of how that rotation of the baseball on a 2-seam fastball will run in on a right-handed batter.
There's Joe Mauer, and he will look at a fastball upstairs. Mauer, the 5-game hitting streak, as he doubled in the 5th inning last night, his only hit of the ball game. 1 for 5. His 14th double of the season. That'll even up the count.
Still extremely patient, Mauer. Very rarely do you see him swing at the first pitch.
Yeah, just to your point about the strikeouts for Garrett, this is his 16th start, so it is 15 starts already this year. 8 games he's had 7 or more strikeouts, setting a career high for 10 a couple of starts ago as Mauer picks up the 2-out base hit. Going back to last year, Garrett, of course, he bounced back and forth between the rotation and the bullpen. Had 2 games all of last season. Season high last year, 8 punch outs. Well, Mauer now with a 6-game hitting streak, and that'll bring up Josh Willingham.
In all the conversations I've had with Garrett has been he's been able to stay in his routine now, not bouncing back and forth. He can have his workout regimen in between starts, his bullpen session. That way he stays strong.
Willingham takes down and in. Twins left fielder had a 1-for-3 game with that home run he hit in the 2nd inning. That was, of course, the inning in which Minnesota climbed back from a 5-0 deficit, tied things up at 5 against CJ. This one's bounced over to third. Grant Green will go the short way. They force out Mauer, and that'll do it for the Twins here in the first. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up for the Angels in a scoreless tie. For the Halos, 4 games back in the West at the start of the day with a 42-33 record. Cole Calhoun will lead things off at right. Mike Trout at center. Albert Pujols at first. Josh Hamilton, the cleanup hitter, at left. Eric Ibar at short. Howie Kendrick sending his hitting streak last night. He's at second. C.J. Cron at DH. Grant Green at third. Chris Iannetta is batting ninth and doing the catching as they take on the 30-year-old right-hander native of Aragua, Venezuela. His name is Johan Pino.
Pino fastball 87-93. Good sink action. He's got a slider, throws quite a few of them, curveball, and a solid changeup. Keys, get familiar with him, see some pitches, and don't be over aggressive swinging at all speed pitches to be successful against them.
Second major league start for him. Made his first against the White Sox on the 19th. Got a no decision. 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. 1-0 pitch. Cole fouls it back, and it evens up the count at 1-1. Cole last night on board twice with a walk and a single. Ended up going 1 for 3. Also had a sac fly, picking up his 15th run batted in. The average of 268 currently. One now. This one's fouled back, and it is 1-2. Angels with the victory last night. Now 10 games over 500 here at home. They are a season high 9 games over 500. Turn the corner, at least here at the Big A, looking to turn the corner when they start a 3-game series in Kansas City on Friday. 1-2. Emergency hack, and almost takes out Trout.
And Mike said, hey, the field's the other way.
Yeah, if the options are strikeout looking badly or taking out your star player, go ahead and take the punch out if you're Cole Calhoun.
You got a few more at bats. You're the leadoff
That's
guy.
right.
Get an extra at bat a game.
Plenty more pitches. Now Mike backs up a little bit further in the on deck circle. 1-2 again. This one's chopped on the ground toward the bag at second base. The shortstop Santana barehands and throws to first. And there's the first out. Nice little play by the Twins shortstop.
And checking out our Hyundai key to the game, being a special day here, halfway to Christmas. Hark the Herald Angels sing. Big deal for the offense to get some early runs for Garrett Richards. He's had to deal with a lot of low-scoring games. He would like to get those early runs like we saw for C.J. Wilson last night.
Nobody's more excited about halfway to Christmas tonight than my partner Mark Coops. Lives for the holiday.
Yeah, I do. Can't explain why, really.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't think you have to.
My mom loved Christmas.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Trout takes inside for ball one.
My dad didn't like it as much because he was a mailman. There was a lot of packages delivered during that time of the year, so he was a little bit more of a Grinch than my mom was. My mom loved it.
Breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Got to work on those days, you know. Packages have to get delivered.
Yes.
He was essentially one of Santa's little helpers.
Yes.
Although he was a larger little
Yes.
helper. He was a big man, right?
He was Santa's bear, I think.
This one's pulled to left, a base hit for Trout. The Angels get their first base run of the ball game. A single with one out here in the first, and Albert will come to the plate.
Once again, Mike Trout's able to get his hands inside the baseball. It's so impressive how he's able to do that. That weight shift, not much of a stride, but get his hands in and gets the barrel of the bat and still turns and hits that ball into left field. That's how quick and compact his swing is. Well, the Fanicam can really show how impressive the swing is for Mike Trout.
Check in on Trout, who last night picked up his 10th stolen base. That was in the 5th inning. Uncontested, no throw from Kurt Suzuki. Pujols last night 0 for 4 in the first game of the series. .252 overall batting average as he look at a strike. 16 home runs, 44 runs batted in, has 16 doubles as well. Top 7 in the order, same as last night. The only difference is Green at third. Inetta behind the plate tonight instead of Freeze and Conger. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pino, a 10-year minor league career, originally signed by the Minnesota Twins. Left the Twins organization in 2010, was in the Indians organization. Started in the Indians organization in 2011, got traded to the Blue Jays and spent 2011 and 2012 with Toronto. Last year was in the Reds organization and now back with his originating ball club. Good numbers with the Reds last year between AA and AAA, 5 and 7 and a 3.26 ERA. Check in a Trout.
Yeah, you just look at his move. His footwork is very quick, but a longer throwing motion. That may allow Trout to get a little bit bigger lead. His times to the plate look like if you get a good jump, you should be successful stealing the base.
One. Pujols chops this one down the line, foul, just wide. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Generally, when you talk about pitchers' times to the plate, if you're about a 1-2 to 1-2-5, you will give your catcher an opportunity to throw out a would-be base stealer. But if you're anywhere between 1-3-5 to 1-4-5 as far as delivering the baseball home, it's difficult for a catcher to throw out a good base stealer.
They put up good numbers at AAA Rochester, 9-1 with a 1.92 ERA, 14 games, 7 starts. Had a whip of .934. That's the walks and hits divided by innings pitched.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Albert takes just a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Picked up some strikeouts down there as well. 61 punch outs in 61 innings. Just 16 walks. Calhoun grounded out. Trout with a base hit.
If you throw strikes to keep the ball down, you can be successful even at the major league level also. Well, he was going. That's a good move by Mike Trout. He's acting as if he was stumbling getting back in there, but in reality he was going. You notice with Trout, he takes that deeper lead so he can get back towards the back part of the base.
2-2. This one's fouled back just above us. And apparently a great catch just made above us. Zarga doesn't come into the booth and take out the little Charlie Brown Christmas tree we have here.
Yeah, that would hurt my feelings a little bit. Charlie Brown wouldn't be happy either.
No.
Nor would Snoopy.
Full count. Last night the Angels made Kyle Gibson work, the starter for Minnesota, sending 8 men to the plate and scoring 5 runs. Gibson eventually succumbed to the Angels after just 2 innings, allowing 7 runs on 4 hits. 2 walks and a strikeout.
Trout will definitely be going here on a 3-2 count.
Hamilton on deck. There goes Trout. This one's skied to right center. Arcia, the right fielder, comes in. Oswaldo waves off, saying fold, 2 down.
You know, one thing is you look at Mike Trout trying to get a lead, Victor. He kind of have a difficult time because he's looking right into the sunshine as he tries to get a little bigger lead.
Josh looks at a strike. A 2-for-4 game last night with a couple of singles, 2 runs batted in, 2 punch outs as well. The 2 RBIs coming in that first inning. 324 average now with 17 runs batted in.
See Trout, he's looking right into the sun as he's trying to gauge if he's going to get a pickoff throw over or not.
One ball, 1 strike. Seventeen pitches thrown by Pino, 11 strikes, 6 balls. Off speed, cued foul.
Always the advantage to the pitcher the first time through. Hitters, they can look at all the videotape they want, but they're more comfortable when they have seen a pitcher, whether it's during the course of a game or in the past.
Tough to replicate being in a batter's box with video. It's good to get an idea, but your own eyes are the ones that usually.
Yeah, I mean, you could track movement, sequences of pitches. And you're going to pitch differently against certain clubs too if you're a pitcher on the mound, especially a youngster.
Yeah.
Some clubs you may be more apt to go a lot more fastballs. The Angels have always been known to be very aggressive. You're going to go away from that. You're going to use more off speed early in the game.
Breaking pitch, tap foul. And here in the first inning, I mean, you're talking about 20 pitches. And Pino's not a youngster, 30 years of age. He's been around the block a little bit, especially with all the time he's had the minor leagues. He's throwing everything in the kitchen sink here.
And as hitters, now all of a sudden you've seen that, whether you're at the plate or in the on-deck circle or in that dugout right now.
Josh skies one out to straightaway center field, chasing Sam Fold back and just shy of the track. He'll pull up and make the catch. The Angels leave a man at first base. 1 complete here at the Big A, and we are scoreless.
top of the second. A lot of festive views during the course of this game we're going to show you at home. And now it's time for the Carlos Jr. We're going to give you that a little later on, the update. A special day on the mound once again for a pitcher. And a certain club trying to sweep away their rival.
Santa Claus is coming to town in about 6 months. Just getting ready.
A lot of presents to make at the North Pole.
Kendrick Morales, Waldo Arcia, Eduardo Escobar. The scheduled 3 batters against Garrett Richards. Kendrick slips one out to left. Drifting back on it is Josh. 1-1. So Morales the first out here in the second. And Oswaldo Arcia comes to the plate. Garrett picked up his first strikeout of the game in the first inning. Also allowed his first hit. That was Joe Mauer's single up the middle with 2 outs. Arcia, a big power threat. 14 home runs last year, 97 games for Minnesota. Has 4 this year with a 198 batting average, but he has missed some time on the DL due to a right wrist strain.
Well, that fastball at the knees at 99 miles an hour from Garrett Richards.
This one's ripped out toward right center field. Trout pulling up. That one is gone. 1-0 Minnesota as Arcia picks up his 5th of the season.
Well, not a fastball too at 98, but a fastball down on the inner half of the plate. And that's something you don't see too often against Richards. A home run against him. That's just the 3rd home run he's allowed this entire season. Pineda wanted that fastball away, middle part of the plate around knee high. Garcia, good power. Gets out in a hurry to right center field.
Well, that is one way to snap an 0 for 31 stretch. 1-0 Minnesota. 60th home run hit by the Twins this year. The first one to Escobar is just apparently off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. This was lifted, found and out of play. 3 home runs, of course, to 3 left-handed batters, to share Moss and now Arcia.
First at home. It was interesting that watching that conversation, Arcia in the dugout. He was saying it was more, he thought it was more of a cut fastball action on the fastball.
Escobar, the 3rd baseman, hitting .291 with a couple of home runs. 16 runs batted in. Switch hitter himself. Slow roll to the right side. Albert will flip it to Richards, covering. The foot gets on the bag before Escobar arrives 2 down. Let's go back to the Arcia at bat.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a 2-seam fastball that's supposed to run down and away. You can see the action on his cutting back in the middle part of the plate. And Arcia had to put a good swing on it with the barrel of the bat. Drives that out to nearly dead center field. And the reason why is because that cutting action brought it back to the barrel of the bat.
Two outs, nobody on, and it's Eric Fryer, the catcher, taking ball 1. Fryer playing in his 3rd game in the big leagues this year. 3 for 8. He's ahead of the count at 2 balls, no strikes. Fryer was hitting .252 with 11 RBIs at AAA Rochester. Kurt Suzuki getting the night off. 2-1. Fryer's had some time in the big leagues last couple of years with Pittsburgh. 16 games total back in 2011, 2012 combined. As that one looked pretty good, but they called high by Quinn Walcott. It's 3 balls, 1 strike.
A few people in the Angel dugout asked exactly where that pitch was. Looked like it was just above the strike zone.
3-1 on the way. Fryer shoots it out to right. Cole's there.
Puts it away for the third out, but the Twins strike first. Oswaldo Arcia picks up his 5th home run of the year. As we head to the bottom of the second, Twins lead at 1-0. Up later in the game, we'll bring you the AT&T fan photo of the game. Tweet your photo using hashtag WestFanPhoto, and it could be shown in an upcoming game broadcast. Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, C.J. Cron to face Johan Pino here in the second inning. Gave a base hit to Mike Trout and nothing more. Ibar fouling off the first offering, and it snowballs at a strike. Eric last night hit by a pitch. Grounded out twice and struck out. An 0 for 3 night. Did score a run. 280 average. With 5 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Escobar, the third baseman, playing in near the cut of the grass. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A lot of pitches thrown and seen by Angel hitters last inning. Should be helpful this inning.
This one yanked foul just in front of Alfredo Griffin. That's 1-2. Pino's not a big guy, 6'2", but slow delivery, a lot of arms and legs coming at you as well. But imagine that is just a product of persevering through the minor leagues and kind of tweaking things to finally get a call.
Better deception, hiding the baseball more so.
This one's out toward right field. Arcia giving chase, pulls up, and this one is off the top of the fence. Ibar's on his way to second, and he is in there with a leadoff double.
This is 19th double this season, to go along with 3 triples and 5 home runs for Eric Ibar. No question, should be considered being that all-star game in Minneapolis. Got the bat head out, fired up on the baseball, and crushes it off the wall in right center field. Boy, just at the top of the 7th on the scoreboard for the Texas-Detroit game.
I lost it in the snow, so I thought it was the top of the scoreboard. There's Howie. He fouls off the first pitch. Kendrick hitting .276 with 4 home runs and 31 runs batted in after going 2 for 4 last night, now with an 8-game hitting streak. Halos last night 2 for 10 with men in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the season, the Halos at .246 as a team. They had plenty of opportunities late in the game too. As a matter of fact, going back to the scoreboard, 5th, 6th, and 8th innings, the Angels had opportunities to add on runs. Credit the Twins bullpen as well as Howie fouls this one off to the right. It's 1-2.
Well, you can see the approach Howie's trying to do against Pino. He's trying to go the other way, to at the very least advance Ibar, but Pino's staying fastball in on his hands, which makes it more difficult to do so.
Leadoff double for Eric Ibar, second hit of the night for the Angels. Swing and a miss, got it with a high fastball at 90. One down.
Smart pitching for a youngster. Going upstairs, you sense a hitter's trying to get the job done as far as situational hitting, so you run a fastball up. It's difficult to situational hit on a ball like that. As a hitter, you have to try to lay off that pitch and look for something down.
C.J. Cron, the batter, the DH tonight. 287 average with 6 home runs and 18 RBIs. Little breaking ball that caught the top part of the strike zone. Cron last night 1 for 3. Base hit in the 8th inning. Also walked in the 6th. Dozier now trying to keep Ibar close to the bag at second. No balls, 2 strikes. It may not be overpowering, but it's strikes. 31 pitches, 23 in the strike zone for Pino so far.
Stays right on that mound, the dirt area, pitching rubber. Doesn't waste time as far as that.
One ball, 2 strikes. C.J. Cron sporting the old sleeping cap up on the video board in right center field. Ebenezer Scrooge sleeping cap. Good look, although he's smiling. He's happy.
Yes. He hasn't been visited by the ghost yet.
No. The 1-2. This one's pulled through the hole on the left side of base hit. Ibar is going to be stopped at third base. Willingham gets the throw back into the infield. C.J. Cron gets a knock, second hit for the Angels here in the second. Runners at the corners now.
Did a nice job of going down and getting this pitch. A breaking ball down off the end of the bat, but strong enough to get a base hit by it. Sarcina did a nice job of holding Eric Ibar. Didn't read that as well as he wanted to. Didn't know if that ball was going to get through. They will challenge Willingham out in the outfield as far as trying to score a run. The reality is, unless you know you're going to get through there and be able to score easily, you have to stay there and give Grant Green the opportunity to drive you in.
And we saw last night too, challenging Sam Fuld in center field as well. Arcia with pretty good arm in right field. So first and third, 1 out. Here's Grant Green. Mentioned he making his first career start in the big leagues at third base tonight. It's the 3rd time he's played third base this year. Filling in late in the games May 2nd and May 7th. He looks at a strike. Grant hitting .333, has a home run and 6 runs batted in. Pinch hit last night, hit a fly ball to right. Minnesota up 1-0. Arcia with a solo home run in the top of the inning. What a one.
It's a good take. That was a hard, tough slider just off the plate. It's one of those sliders, if you make contact with, there's a good chance that's going to be a ground ball in the infield, which you're trying to avoid at this point.
This is out toward right center field. Arcia giving chase. It'll be deep enough to score a run. Ibar tags. He'll come in to score. And we're tied up at 1 as Grant Green picks up his 7th RBI of the season.
Real good at bat by Grant. He was looking for something elevated. He got a fastball that was elevated and got the job done with a sac fly to right field. driving in his 7th run of the season. It's all about the approach, looking for certain pitches. Don't swing at pitchers' pitches. He did know that slide of the pitch before. This time got a fastball and got the job done.
So 2 outs. Cronin at first. Here's Chris Iannetta. Chris came in defensively last night. Did not get a plate appearance. .257 average on the year. 5 home runs and 20 runs batted in. Last start for Chris was on Friday against Texas. A 1-for-4 game. Count evened up now. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Angels answer back. 1-1 game now. On the inside corner, 1-2.
Well, that's usually a pitch that Chris crushes. He was looking out over the plate after the fastball to pitch before it hit the corner.
Slow breaking ball. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. By Pino so far. 40 pitches, hitting in 2/3. Seen him work all 4 quadrants of the strike zone. They gave up a run here, but still, I mean, pretty impressive for a guy 30 years of age, making just his 2nd major league start. Short lead for Cronin at first. Off the plate. Full count now, so Cronin's going to be off of the pitch with 2 outs.
Bottom line is Victory throws strikes for the most part. If you throw strikes, your defense will make plays behind you. You have a better chance of winning games. You don't have to be as perfect if you're hitting those spots.
Especially if you're throwing strikes with multiple pitches.
Yeah, you're not just lined in on the fastball for a strike. If you throw your breaking ball for a strike, your changeup.
Cronin takes off, and Chris fouls it straight back. So CJ will head back to first base.
Sometimes pitchers give hitters too much credit and vice versa, where hitters will be up there at the plate and giving the pitcher too much credit. Bottom line, as a hitter, you look for a zone. And that's one thing that Don Baylor has talked about. He did in spring training. You hear him talk about it now. Look for a zone.
Another 3-2. And he walked him. First walk of the ball game for Pino. A couple of men on now for Cole Calhoun. Rick Anderson, the pitching coach, is going to come out and pay a visit now.
Boy, Rick has done a great job with this pitching staff over the years for Minnesota. Not a lot of power arms. He's always been a guy that preaches pitch to contact, throw strikes, work extremely fast. He learned that coming through the Mets organization before he was traded over to Kansas City. We were teammates for a while. And when you watch guys like Ron Darling, Dwight Gooden, and all those guys over the years for the New York Mets, they just pounded the strike zone consistently. And that's what Rick did as a pitcher, and that's what he's instilled into his pitching staff here with Minnesota.
Got a catch or two behind the plate, very familiar. Spent time at AAA this year with Pino. That being Eric Fryer. So he kind of knows what to expect out of the veteran right-hander. The young, old veteran right-hander. So Cronin second, Iannetta first. Calhoun grounded out in the first inning. 0 for 1. Cole's been red hot over the last 20 games or thereabouts. Over 340. Outfield straight around for Minnesota. And he went around to the breaking pitch. Ball gets away from Fryer. The runners will advance.
And that's the pitch he got Cole to ground out softly to shortstop, his first at bat. off the chest of Fryer and gets away and because of the spin of the breaking ball.
Couple of ducks on the pond. Crow standing at third. Hyde at second. Off speed, cued foul. And Trout again having to walk away from the on deck circle because Cole hit one his way.
He's looking at, where do you want me to go? I'm not going near that on deck circle anymore. Might as well be right behind home plate.
Two balls, two strikes.
Generally, when you see a pitcher throw a fastball like that off the plate inside, he's setting him up either for a slow curveball or a changeup.
26 pitches thrown by Pino here in the second inning. Eyeball led off this inning with a double off the wall in right center. There's the 2-2. Off speed, yanked down the first base line. That is a fair ball. Crone is in to score. Iannetta comes in. Calhoun delivers with a 2 RBI double, and the Angels have a 3-1 lead.
Pretty good piece of hitting. Not a bad pitch. It was elevated. It was off speed. Calhoun was still, even though his front hip opened up, he was able to keep the bat back long enough to be able to hit that down the line. Hip was open and was able to get his hands through the baseball right down the right field line for a double. Just inside the line. 10th double. Now giving him 16th and 17th RBI of the season.
It gives Trout an opportunity with a man in scoring position. Still 2 outs. Top of the base hit the left in the first inning. Lays off the breaking ball, but it's a called strike. Trout with 41 extra base hits. Second to Edwin Encarnacion of the Toronto Blue Jays. Foul back. No balls and 2 strikes. Encarnacion took a pretty good shot to the cranium last night. Play at first base.
What's all that?
With Mark Teixeira.
Well, it was almost Teixeira's elbow. Pretty good collision.
Incidental contact. I believe that's what they call it. Calhoun at second. 2 RBI double for him with 2 outs. Bringing home Crone and Iannetta. 3-1 Angels. He went around. Trout goes down swinging. Second punch out of the game for Pino, but the halo strike for 3. We're through 2. 3-1 Angels.
jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chiming, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. Hop, hop, in the frosty air.
Christmas carolers outside the Big A on halfway to Christmas Day here at the Big A. Cole Calhoun, a big 2 RBI double. Snap a 1-1 tie, 3-1 Angels as we begin the third. Number 9 hitter Sam Fold, the center fielder, leads things off. And he looks at a strike. It'll be Fold, Santana, and Dozier against Garrett Richards.
Always got to be aware of a drag bunt from Fold.
2 for 4 game last night with a couple of singles. Good pitch down and in, and it's 0-2.
That's that wipeout nasty slider at 89-mile-an-hour pitch from Richards. I got to try that once again. His best fastball so far, 99. His slowest slider at 87. Some people will take that for their best fastball during the course of a game.
That fastball up and away. Oh, you're talking about movement, and you saw it in that the home run that Arcia hit. The higher the pitch in the strike zone, the less movement there seems to be.
He becomes more hittable upstairs. I know that sounds odd, but we talk about Richards generally being a ground ball pitcher. He has better movement when he's downstairs with the 2-seam fastball or 4-seam with cut action. Better downstairs. Upstairs, it flattens out.
One-two to Fold. Oh, I got him looking. Locked him up. Jelly leg and all. One down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Beautiful night to celebrate halfway to Christmas. Santa hats given out today. Top of the 5th inning, the Angels will try to set a new Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people wearing Santa hats. They're trying to break the record, which currently stands at 872.
I like their chances.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always a chance for a record.
And we don't even have to participate. How about that?
But we should, though.
You're going to mess up your moss?
Yes.
Breaking pitch in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Santana.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be a member of the record.
Let's see. Angels set a record for largest gathering of people wearing fleece blankets. April 2010. I believe that was sponsored by, or had something to do with Hideki Matsui, was it not? The Matsui
Sounds
blanket.
right. Sounds right.
It's 5 years ago, whatever. Most people wearing costume masks. That was in May 2011.
Hey, that was clutch, that mask.
That was the Lucha Libre
mask
that served us well at Fenway Park. And
especially 2:30 in the morning was perfect.
Anything for W. This one's out to the alley in left center field. That's going to get down for extra bases.
Again, that was a fastball that was elevated.
Yep.
Looked like he got hurt. Santana going around the base. Well, you hope he's okay. He's done a very, very good job, the youngster.
Picks up his 3rd double of the series. Ron Gardner's going to go out.
Well, he's thinking double, if not triple, if it gets away from Trout. And right there, he's pulling up, barely be able to get to second base. Trying to walk it off, but those type of injuries are going to be difficult to do so.
Doesn't even look like he put a whole lot of pressure on that knee area. For Santana, it's his 10th double of the season. Yeah, so he's going to come out of the game. Take a look at it once again.
right at that spot. All of a sudden, he has to pull up. Left hamstring area. Well, he's done a very good job for the Minnesota Twins since being recalled in early May.
.364 on base percentage. That leadoff spot. Pedro Florimo takes over as the pinch runner.
To pay attention to Florimo, he's got 6 stolen bases in 6 attempts.
1 out, 1 on. Brian Dozier, the batter. Dozier, a strikeout victim in the first. One of 2 strikeouts for Garrett tonight. Twins last night 3 for 8 with men in scoring position. They've been red hot in these situations of late. A .320 batting average over the last 16 games with men in scoring position. Took advantage of it last night in that second inning. 1-0. This is skied out to left. Playable for Josh Hamilton. 2 down. So Mauer will bat here with a man in scoring position, 2 outs. Twins first baseman singled in the first inning. .35 pitches thrown by Garrett so far. 23 have been strikes, 2 punch outs, no walks, 3 hits allowed. Oh, the breaking ball.
Oh, you're so tempted to throw a first pitch fastball to Mauer, even middle part of the plate, because he does take that pitch a ton. But you also don't want to just groove one down the middle of the plate, and with his swing, he could do some serious damage to it. But if you go break a ball, you want to make sure you throw that one for a strike.
Two balls, no strikes. I know you've got a left-handed batter up here, but the way Willingham continues to swing the bat against the Angels, got to take my chances here against Mauer, especially with 2 outs. Mauer came in batting .260, 2 home runs at 22 runs batted in. 2-0. 3 balls, no strikes.
And Mauer, a .349 career hitter against the Angels, had a fantastic year against the Angels last season. But still, the way the offense has been swinging the bat, you're more apt to, as a pitcher, be aggressive against even a hitter as good as Joe Mauer is.
Great one.
Talked about how well Mauer's hit. You talk about the top batting average against the Angels with at least 200 or more at bats. Ryan Harper right behind him. Wade Boggs, Cookie Rojas, Pops.
What in God's name is he doing on that list?
He can hit. He was a good hitter.
3-1 pitch. And he walked up. Mauer thought it was going to be called a strike. Very similar location as the previous pitch. It's the first walk issued by Richard. So 2 on, 2 outs now for Willingham.
Scioscia's wondering where that pitch was. Yeah, Vic, your dad handled the bat really well. Choked up on the bat, put it in play. Good contact hitter.
He had one of the, which I did. Number one, I didn't believe him as a child, but one of the top batting averages against Nolan Ryan.
He said, bring that gas.
Well, he was always hitting and running anyways. He took the little flare to right. First one to Willingham.
Did he ever get drilled by him?
Yeah, I have to ask him that. I'm sure he did.
It was by accident, just trying to establish the inside corner, of course.
Flormon, the pinch runner at second base. Maurer at first. Willingham into a fielder's choice to end the first inning. Now Garrett falls behind it. 2 balls, no strikes.
And a lot of pitches elevated. A little frustrated.
I don't know, Mark, but I go back to the first 2 pitches to Maurer. It's almost as if they were trying to be really fine, don't make a mistake type deal. It kind of took him away from that that release point of his.
And when we talk about how good of a hitter Joe Mauer, one of the best hitters you're going to ever see, but he's more of a guy that's going to hurt you with a single. Take your chances on a single. If he hits the ball on the ground, you make a play in the infield, a base hit in the outfield, you still might have a play at the plate. He's not necessarily going to hit the ball out of the ballpark against you. He's going to make a good pass at the pitch. But as a pitcher, that allows you to have that aggressiveness to throw a strike to him. You don't want to add another base runner, especially with Willingham and what he has done power-wise against Angel pitching.
These are the situations where Garrett can kind of get a little upset with himself, and that's the last thing you want to do, muscle up, and all of a sudden you leave something up in the strike zone. 3-1 Angels here in the third. If Flormon does take off and there's a double steal, I would imagine the throw goes to second base with Maurer, the base runner, at first. Two-0 pitch, and it's 3 balls, no strikes now. Kendrick Morales on deck. Willingham hacking 3-0, and he pops it up on the right side of the infield. Howie Kendrick comes racing in, calls off Albert.
Wow, that's a break.
Thank you very much. Gets out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Angels still lead at 3-1.
Trade presented by Ram Trucks. Christmas time here, early at the Big A, halfway point. Hats, snowmen, some wreaths, and some reindeer. Fantastic. A lot of fun here at the Big A. Getting ready. This is 6 months away.
I'm so happy for you. I knew you're excited about this. You've been counting down the days.
Cole Calhoun. This is Cole Calhoun, his bobblehead.
So Cole is the Heat Miser.
Heat Miser. He's on fire right now with a 2 RBI double.
This right here is a great look.
That's David Freese. I was anticipating him being in.
So
the Snow Miser.
Snow Miser, huh?
For David Freese. Yes.
I'm sure he appreciates that. It's a good look. If you can pull it off.
And Charlie Brown tree. I told you I was going to bring that for you.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
How long have you had that tree?
Probably about 6-7 years. Even have the blanket, Linus's blanket, and everything else for it.
Linus's a blanket.
Yes. Key.
It is key.
Yes. Can't go anywhere without it.
1-1 pitch, cute foul, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pedro Flormon, the pitch runner. But Danny Santana remains in the game at shortstop. Minnesota with 3 infielders on the left side, with Pujols at the plate. Albert hit a fly ball to right in the first inning. So he's 0 for 1. Chops this one to the left side. That sneaks through for a base hit. Well, I mentioned yesterday during the entire ball game, Escobar, the third baseman, really hugs the line at third, and that's not necessarily just on the shift, but pretty much with every right-handed batter.
And he's right down the line trying to take away a double almost at the end of the game. Prevent from that extra base hit in the 8th and 9th inning.
Albert will take it. It's a leadoff single. Second consecutive inning in which the Angels have had a leadoff man reach.
And it's good to see Albert is try to keep his normal approach. Sometimes when he sees that shift on, he was trying to stay back and hit the ball the other way with not a lot of authority on the baseball squaring it up. There it is, hit a good shot, got through the hole.
Hamilton getting an off-speed pitch. It's fouled back. Josh hit one out to center field in the first inning. Caught by Sam Fuld. 0 for 1. Lays off the high fastball. I do like the snow-capped rocks out in center field, left center field.
Yeah, that really is a good look.
$1,000 if someone hits that Frosty the Snowman out there. How awesome would that be? See that thing explode. If I'm going to miss on a changeup. 1 and 2. Those aren't real Frosty the Snowman, kids.
Really? Really, Clark?
Seriously, Clark? Don't want to burst anybody's bubble sitting at home. Now that's a good look. See, now that's Santa. That's Southern California Santa.
Yeah, no question.
This one yanked foul. Alfredo Griffin getting out of the way. The count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You ever see the movie Christmas with the Cranks? With a snowman on the roof? Tim Allen
and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was all about having Frosty on the roof. Well, we have him on the rock pile.
2 of them. Hamilton rips one into the right field corner. That's going to go for extra bases. Albert chugging along, heading to third. Gary DiSarcina throws up the stop sign. It's a double for Hamilton.
All of a sudden, some better swings, second time through. Pino have not seen him before. Another off-speed pitch, hooked it down the right field line. 7th double of the season for Hamilton. 2 more runners in scoring position now for Eric Ibar, who doubled himself his first at bat.
So second and third, nobody out. Here's Ibar, who doubled off the wall in right center. Infield halfway for Minnesota. Lays off the off-speed pitch. Eric hooks one foul down the right field line, just down in front of it.
Well, again, trying to get a pitch elevated to get the job done.
This is out to center. Deep enough to score. Pujols. Fold makes the catch. Albert tags, will head home. Hamilton on his way to third, and they're safely. And it's a 4-1 Angels lead.
Very productive at bat for Eric Ibar. Not only getting a run in, scoring Pujols on the sac fly, but allow it to be deep enough to have Hamilton go to third base himself. Good base running.
Sorry, Mark. Eric picks up his 39th run batted in on the sac fly. Man at third, 1 out now. It's Howie Kendrick coming up. Howie pulls one through the left side, a broken bat single. Picks up his 32nd RBI, 5-1 Halos.
Ends up looking like a line drive and a box score and an RBI. And a big smile from Howie. Runs that fastball in. And Howie's able to get his hands inside the baseball, but look what happens to this bat with our Phantom Cam. You have a good idea of how difficult it is to get your hands inside the baseball. Shatters it right on below the label. Shatters the bat, but strong enough to get an RBI single. If he doesn't get his hands inside that baseball, he has no chance of getting that ball by the third baseman. Well, you talk about a momentum shift. Willingham's up, 3-0 count, pops it up to the infield. Howie makes the play, then all of a sudden you look up and the Angels have scored 2 runs, coming right back.
C.J. Cron fouls one on the third base side. Cron with a base hit. A run scored in the second. Chasing that breaking ball. That one bounced out in front of the plate. Heck of a job by Fryer. Like that ball just hit him in the chest.
Boy, just gave up the body to make sure that baseball stayed in front of him. Well done by Fryer.
Minnesota starting to get action in their bullpen as they'll check in on Kendrick over at first base. Howie picking up the RBI single. Scoring the second run here in the third. That's Anthony Swarzak getting ready. Kendrick with that base hit, now with a 9-game hitting streak. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pino about to throw his 68th pitch of the night. Almost gets Cron.
All of a sudden, some doubt in the mind of Pino is where he wants to throw the pitches now. Hasn't been able to get a good snap on any of his breaking pitches of late.
2-2. This one's fouled off to the right. Single by Pujols, double by Hamilton, sac fly by Ibar, and a single by Kendrick, extending the Angels lead to 5-1. 2-2. Breaking pitch, popped it up, shallow left field. Willingham can't see the baseball. Now Flournoy going after it. Willingham finds it and makes the catch. Florimon was pointing at it as he was running out there, and Willingham just never saw it and finally picked it up. 2 down.
Boy, somehow was able to leap back and make play on that pop-up, high pop-up from C.J. Cron. Florimon is pointing to him where to go. When he was running towards that line, and he had to reach back to make the play.
I love the pointing aspect of it. It's there.
It's there.
Where? Right there.
It's in the sky. It's in the sky somewhere. Find it.
Not an easy play, but he corrals it for the second out. Here's Grant Green. Kendrick still at first base. That's one fouled back. Grant with a sac fly on the second inning, picking up his 7th RBI. Seven hits tonight for the Angels. And we're in the bottom of the 3rd. Good lead for Howie at first base. Angel hitters have quickly adapted to the pattern of Johan Pino.
And what we've seen from 2 games since Don Baylor has come back, he's on the bench. A lot of patience, seeing a number of pitches last night against Gibson. Same thing here tonight against Pino.
Grant showing bunt with 2 outs.
Well, remember that conversation we had with Baylor in spring training? He does not like strikeouts. He wants the ball put in play, see some pitches, and drive the ball. Use the big part of the field.
This one pulled toward short. Florimon's got him. He'll go the short way, and they force out Howie for the 3rd out. But the Halos tack on 2 more runs. 3 in the books. The Angels lead at 5-1. Halos up 5-1. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Oakland leading the Mets, or defeated the Mets, I should say, 8-5. That was an 8-0 lead at one point. Detroit leading Texas 8-5. That game's the bottom of the 8th. Boston leading Seattle 4-3. White Sox and Baltimore tied up at 4. Let's see. Nelson Cruz hit his 24th, and Jose Abreu hit his 23rd earlier on in the game. Yankees defeating Toronto, and Dodgers leading Kansas City 5-4. That was Dan Herron and James Shields, that game of the 9th. Here it's 5-1. Kendrick Morales leading things off. He'll be followed by Oswaldo Arcia and then Eduardo Escobar. Kendrick with a fly ball to left leading off the second. So he's 0 for 1.
We'll see if Garrett can start working downstairs, especially down and away and going all speed against Morales after getting that 3-0 pitch popped up from Willingham.
One ball, 2 strikes. Kendrick siding with Minnesota, making his first appearance with the Twins on June 9th. Down he goes for out number 1. 3rd strikeout for Garrett.
That one on a curveball. We've seen him have a strikeout on a fastball and a slider. This time a curveball. 12-6 break on this pitch. Notice you'll see when he was delivering the baseball, that index finger is off the baseball as he snaps that one over top to create a 12-6 break.
There's Arcia, the right fielder, homered against Garrett, the 2nd inning. 5th of the year. And he'll take downstairs apparently, and it's 1 ball, no strikes.
Here you can see right here he's able to throw that baseball. The reason why he does that is that way he just has all the pressure on the middle finger, and you'll be able to snap it out, let the baseball roll out of your hand to create a 12-6 break. Very good pitch for Garrett Richards.
One ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball, and that's bounced foul. We had told that Danny Santana, the shortstop who left after the double in the 3rd inning, left because of left knee soreness. This one bounced over to second base. Now he's got him. 2 down. Hey folks, the Angels will take on the Astros on July the 5th at 6:05. Fans in attendance will receive an Angels patriotic hat courtesy of Budweiser while supplies last. Purchase tickets today at the Angel Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com. Eduardo Escobar, the 3rd baseman, fouls off the first pitch. Now, 1 more homestand before the All-Star break. The Angels go down the road after tomorrow afternoon's game. 6-game series, or home road stretch, I should say. Kansas City for 3, Chicago for 3 against the White Sox. Then back home for 7. 4 against Houston, 3 against Toronto. And then a 4-game series against the Texas Rangers the weekend before the All-Star break. That time of year. 0-2. Breaking pitch out to center.
I like going after him on a 0-2 pitch. You get a quick out like that. Fly ball to Trout to finish off the inning for Garrett Richards.
First 1-2-3 inning. Angels still lead it. ultimate cheeseburgers. By Time Warner Cable, enjoy better. By the 2014 Camry, at your Toyota dealer today, we make it easy. And by AT&T, mobilizing your world. 5-1 Angels here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Minnesota has gone to their bullpen. A new pitcher is on. Johan Pino, the starter tonight. Lasting just 3 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 2 strikeouts and 1 walk in his second major league start. And with the 9th man in the order to bat here to lead off this fourth inning. And the way things have gone over the last 2 frames, Ron Gardenhire hands the ball off to Anthony Swarzak.
And his fastball is a good fastball. Keeps it downstairs. He's 90 to 94. Slider, curveball, changeup, and has pitched well throughout his career versus the Angels. 1.72 career ERA for Swarzak with a 2-1 mark.
Swarzak, 28 years of age. Second round pick back in 2004 by Minnesota. First one is fouled back to the right. Chris Cianetta walked and scored in the second, so no official at bat for him. Oh, and 2. And like last night when Gardenhire went to the bullpen and brought in Samuel DeDuno, who ended up going 4 scoreless innings. Swarzak's a guy that has bounced back and forth from the rotation to the pen. Cianetta takes a called strike 3 for the first down here in the fourth.
I remember a few years ago when he was locked up with Jared Weaver on a Saturday afternoon game, had a no-hitter going late in that game. Paints a fastball right on the inside corner, perfect spot. Cianetta looking.
He had 28 major league starts under his belt prior to this year. And still at 28, since everything that he has done so far this year has been out of the bullpen. Calhoun pulls one towards second. Dozier goes into the slot, puts it on a 1-hop. Throws out Calhoun for the second out of the fourth. Folks, groups of 20 or more can enjoy Angels baseball for as low as $8 per seat this year. Take advantage of the exclusive group hat collection for select series. To book that outing today, call 888-796-HALO or log on to angels.com/groups.
Boy, Dozier's done a nice job making that transition from a shortstop to a second baseman. Very, very good range at that position. Wasn't real happy initially moving from shortstop over to second base, but certainly has adjusted well now the last couple of seasons.
There's Mike Trout, who takes outside. Should be pretty happy with the big league job. Here's your choice. You could be the starting shortstop at AAA Rochester, or you could play second base for the Minnesota Twins.
I'll take second base, sir.
Or you could take door number 3. Take your pick.
Let's take a look and revisit our Hyundai Key of the Game. Hark the Herald Angels sing. They've sung so far with 3 runs in the second and 2 in the third.
Hey, do you mind humming a few bars?
Hence, that's a song from Charlie Brown's cartoon. Hark the Herald Angels sing.
I get so confused. There's so many songs at Christmas time. This one I just can't. Give me a few notes. Pretend we're playing Name That Tune. And I need like 15 notes.
What are you, Kathy Lee Gifford? Way to name that tune.
Broken bat roller towards third. Escobar scoops it up, fires across the diamond, and the Angels.
A quick inning, thank you.
There you go. 1, 2, 3. First time the Angels have been set down in order. We'll head to the 5th. The Angels fans, anyways, will attempt to set a new Guinness World Record. We'll do that when we return. attempting a Guinness World Record here. The most people wearing a Santa hat. They're trying to break the record of 872. You've got to keep your hat on for 5 minutes. There's the countdown clock. And assuming folks here in the ballpark can hang out for what is it, 3 minutes there plus thereabouts, we welcome you here to our booth, and we're participating in this one.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to pass out because these things are so tight, I'm losing circulation. You're just see me go boom. I'm down for the count.
Down goes Santa. Down goes Santa.
Garrett Richards back to work, hopefully not distracted by all the Santa hats. He'll face 8, 9, and 1. Fryer, Fold, and Florimone. Fryer fly ball to right field in the second inning. Are these kid sizes? Seriously. I mean, you could use this as a tourniquet. Swing and a miss. Down goes Fryer. There's out number 1.
They're not comfortable right now, I don't think. But we're doing what we can to break a record.
Two and a half minutes. Oh, look at all the selfies. That's unbelievable. It does feel like Christmas now all of a sudden.
There's no question.
Sam Fold struck out looking in the third inning. So he's 0 for 1. Garrett making the play, 2 down.
Using that bare hand, something we try to tell pitchers not to do. Using the bare hand and the flip.
Don't mind us, we're just taking a selfie up here. Heck of a play by Garrett.
And the flip.
Well, it beats using your foot. Heck of a play by Garrett for the second out. Florimone's first plate appearance. And he'll look at a strike, and it's 0-2. Hitting just 104 through 28 games. We got to do that selfie one more time.
Oh, yeah, we should.
This one fouled off. Watch out with the seats. No balls, 2 strikes. Scared look or happy look? What's that? What is that? A sad?
Yeah, sad.
Sad? No, we're happy. It's Christmas. There we go.
Perfect. That's perfect.
That's our first one ever.
Yeah.
During a game. This one looped foul down the third base line. The count remains at 0-2.
Yes, clutch. See, Garrett knows a lot about pitching. Knows that foul ball will allow him to get closer and closer to that record before he walks off the mound.
Go with it. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Iannetta. Throw down to first. Complete the strikeout. Second consecutive 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Richards. And that is strikeout number 5 as the countdown is on. Congratulations, Angel fans. A new Guinness World Record.
I feel good now.
To the bottom of the 5th inning, we can breathe. Halos lead at 5-1. 5-1 lead and a Guinness World Record.
Feel good right now.
Yeah. What was the final number? You see it?
I couldn't breathe at that point.
Oh, I know. The oxygen was just now returning. Albert lifts one out to shallow center. Dozier, the overshift, backs up, makes a catch, one down. Swarzak has retired the first 4 batters that he has faced. That'll bring up Hamilton. Albert now 1 for 3 on the night. Hamilton 1 for 2. A fly ball to center, a double, and a run scored. Double for Josh in the 3rd inning, his 7th of the year. Angels have 3 doubles on the night. 7 total hits. Two balls and a strike. Minnesota with a run on 3 hits. They've stranded 3. The Angels 5 runs, 7 hits. Have also left 3 men on base. Angels with 3 runs in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd. The lone Twins run off the bat of Oswaldo Arcia. Home runs. Hamilton gets into one out toward left center field. Sam Fuld chasing it down, trying to anyways, and at the wall. Gets there, makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Hamilton giving it a ride, but it stays in the yard. Fox Sports Supports is proud to collaborate with Stand Up to Cancer, a groundbreaking initiative created to accelerate innovative cancer research that gets new therapies to patients quickly in order to save lives now. For more information, visit foxsportsupports.com.
Boy, Josh Hamilton is with 2 baseballs extremely well to center field if Sam Fuld is run down tonight. Also has a double in the mix.
Fast one's in for a strike. Eric Ibar with a double and a sac fly, so he's 1 for 1. Double is 19th. The RBI is 39th. Ground ball to the left side. The 3rd baseman Escobar has it. Angels for the 2nd straight inning go down in order. 5 in the book. Still 5-1 Angels.
Summary. Cole Calhoun has had a good game himself. Drives this ball right down the right field line. This inside the chalk, driving in 2 with a double. Followed by Howie Kendrick. Bat broken, jam shot, but still gets a base hit, driving in. Hamilton. And Garrett Richards, once again, getting a feel for that breaking ball. Has been dominant slider, curveball, fastball, even topping the fastball tonight at 99 miles an hour.
He's retired 7 in a row since the walk to Joe Mauer in the 3rd inning. First pitch is an overthrown breaking ball. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 2, 3, and 4 for Minnesota. Dozier, Mauer, and Willingham. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed. Dozier tonight 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly ball to left.
Last 2 pitches for Richards has jumped out too quick on his delivery.
Is behind now, 3 balls and no strikes. There's a strike. Well, just off the corner, and it's a leadoff walk. First time tonight the Twins have had their leadoff man reach. They'll bring up Mauer. Mauer tonight with a base hit in the 1st inning and a walk in the 3rd. So he's 1 for 1.
That's a good time for Chris Iannetta to go out and talk to Garrett. His elbows dropping, elevating his fastball, overthrowing his breaking ball also in these first 2 batters of this inning.
'72 pitches thrown by the right-hander. Nobody out here in the 6th. Decent lead for Dozier at 1st, not going anywhere. Mauer looks at a strike. Breaking ball in there. Slowed everything down nicely there, 1 and 2.
And that's a difference maker for Garrett this season. He's been able to throw his slider for strikes. Back into counts. Now you can throw that swing and miss slider, or you can go fastball down and away now.
One, 2. Ground ball to the left side. Green has it. Beats Kendrick 1. Relay back to 1st. Not going to get him. Howie taken out at second base by Dozier on a clean slide, but that ball just not hit hard enough.
Fastball, he did go fastball down and away. Good feed from Grant Green, but Dozier with good speed is able to prevent Howie from really getting a good grip on the baseball and trying to throw the balls. Dozier goes in hard at second base. That's how he's trying to get the ball out of the glove quickly on the transfer. It's a great look at how difficult sometimes is a second base, not only fielding that throw from an infielder, but also dealing with a runner coming sliding hard on you at second base.
Willingham swinging at the 1st pitch. Skies went out to right. Cole Calhoun is there. 2 down. Mauer remains at 1st.
Number 17, Browns.
Kendrick is 0 for 2. The fly ball to left and a strikeout. Howie Kendrick out at shallow right field. It's Grant Green, the third baseman, on the right side of second base. Eric Ivar, the lone man, on the left side. Trickles away from Ida, but not far enough. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Great crowd tonight. 2 very good crowds so far. Last night as well. Good breaking ball there, 1 and 2.
So far in this sequence against Morales, Garrett has thrown him a slider for a strike. Threw a fastball at 97 in the dirt, followed back with another slider. I got to believe you got to go break a ball once again if you're Richards, especially against Morales. Super quick on a fastball.
Out of the strike zone, right?
Exactly. You can bounce it.
Jammed him. Went inside with a fastball. So fouled into the seats.
It's a pretty good indication how quick he is on a fastball. That fastball was off the plate, up and in, and still made contact. Even though it was a foul ball, he is quick on a fastball.
Chopper back to the mound. Garrett's got it. Flips it on to Albert. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Angels still on top.
Boy, impressive. Tim Lincecum, another no-hitter against San Diego. Less than a year ago, he did 148 pitches to get a no-hitter against the Padres. Today, 113 pitches, no-hitter against the Padres for Tim Lincecum. And that brings us now to the Carl's Jr. Sports Update. Lincecum no hits the Padres again, like we just showed. And the Blue Jays went for the sweep against the Yankees, but the Yankees won today 5-3. Give it a little closer for the Yankees. They had lost 4 in a row. Toronto was trying to expand the lead, but the Yankees came back. What an amazing effort from Tim Lincecum. We talked about that last year. 148 pitches to get that no-hitter. This year, 113.
The freak. The 2 in less than a year against the same team. Second Giant ever with multiple no-hitters. Christian Matheson the other.
Multiple Cy Youngs also for Lincecum. And when you look at his numbers, they're been average over the last couple of seasons. But he likes throwing against San Diego.
You think? Anthony Swarzak has retired all 6 batters that he has faced. Came on in relief in the 4th.
It's a 3rd no-hitter this season. It's in 30 days. Josh Beckett, Kershaw, and now Lincecum. Second ever to no-hit the same team twice.
Howie drives one out to center field, chasing Sam Fold back. He's been busy in center field, and again he'll track it down just shy of the wall. One down. Here's C.J. Cron. Single back in the second inning, and a fly ball to left in the third, so he's 1 for 2. Yohan Pino, the starter for Minnesota, went 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, all earned, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts. Overthrown fastball there. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Swarzak with 1 strikeout. This one fouled back and out of play. Pretty good pitch to drive there.
Especially in a good count to do some damage.
Two two.
Swarzak doesn't waste any time himself.
Right in his hands. CJ able to foul it off. The count remains at 2-2.
He likes to run that two-seam fastball in on the hands of a right-handed batter, away against a left-handed batter.
They pitched exclusively out of the pen last year. 48 games, 3-2 record, at 2.91 ERA. As he gets Cron to chase the off-speed pitch, 2 down. The Trout Farm, presented by Smile Generation, is the official cheering section for Mike Trout. Fans sitting in the section receive an exclusive Trout Farm hat and Fish Sticks Thunder Sticks. For more info and to purchase tickets, log on at angels.com/Trout
Farm.
Trout Farm.
With their Santa hats on.
I think they're grilling some fish sticks down there. Stadium Club tonight. Diamond Club, I should say. Grant Green, a sac fly to fielder's choice. 0 for 1. Swarzak has thrown 28 pitches, 21 of them strikes. Back-to-back nights, they've got a reliever to come in and cool things off. Duno did it last night. Swarzak's done it so far tonight.
Both coming out of the bullpen and throwing a lot of strikes, changing speeds well.
Ground ball to short. Florimon has it. And Green retired as the Angels go down in order. So 9 in a row retired by Swarzak. 6 in the book. Still 5-1 Halos. Photo of the game. Remember to tweet your photos using hashtag WestFanPhoto. Your photo could be used in an upcoming game broadcast. Nice. That's a good look. Yeah. Wasn't that bear talking to you?
I think I was myself talking.
No, that was.
Yeah, the bear was a very nice bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. He made a good point. Trying to keep California golden.
Was he supposed to be talking, though? Was he supposed to be a talking bear?
I don't recall.
No?
No.
It's kind of freak you out, wouldn't it? You get freaked out rather easily.
Quite often.
Garrett Richards back to work. Enough of us.
Yes.
Back to the game. OSWALDO ARCIA leading things off. Eduardo Escobar and Eric Fryer. Garrett Richards, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits allowed. One ball, 1 strike. Arcia with a home run in the second inning, his 5th of the year, grounded out to Kendrick in the 4th.
Garrett at 84 pitches, 54 for strikes.
Garrett behind at the count, down 3-1. Led off the 6th inning by walking Dozier, but then settled back down. A fielder's choice, fly ball to right, comebacker off the bat of Kendrick Morales. And there's a leadoff walk for the 2nd straight inning, 3rd issued by Garrett.
Something we haven't seen a whole lot from Richards as far as the walk total. Last game out, 3 walks against Texas.
86 pitches thrown by the right-hander. 3rd baseman Eduardo Escobar now at the plate. Escobar tonight is grounded down, hit a fly ball to center. Looks at a strike. Line to 3rd. Grant Green has it. 1 down. Pretty good piece of hitting by Escobar, the 3rd baseman. But Grant positioned perfectly.
Yeah, he tried to just serve that ball into left field. It was a pretty good pitch. He went with it. But Green right there to make the play on the line drive and look back. Arcia to see if he had a play at first base, but caught well by Grant Green. Positioned well by Grant Green.
So it'll bring up the catcher Eric Fryer, who's 0 for 2. A fly ball to right to strike out. These skies went out to shallow right. Kendrick going out. Cole Calhoun comes in. Cole calls off Howard. 2 down. So Fryer, the product of the Ohio State University, he's 0 for 3 tonight.
Where J.B. Shuck went. Our own Terry Smith, the Ohio State.
I think Terry's died just a little bit inside tonight with each passing at bat. Fryer's not been able to get a hit.
He's just looking for a well hit baseball at somebody. That's all he can hope for.
Here's Sam Fuld. Strikeout to comebacker. That's a wild pitch. Ineta can't find it, and Arcia just keeps on running to 3rd.
It's the 14th wild pitch this season for Richards. Slider unable to get in front of it. And again, when you have somebody pointing anywhere in the back, it's very difficult for a catcher to know where to go when you point. You got to verbally tell them where to go to find the baseball behind the plate as a pitcher.
Two balls and no strikes. Just the second man to touch third base tonight for Minnesota. ARCIA, of course, did it with the home run, and ARCIA does it now. That two-bag wild pitch.
That's 14 wild pitches that we mentioned. That's the most in the major leagues for Richards.
Now 3-0. Richards wants an appeal, but Quinn Walcott's not going to give it to him, and now he does. Brian Dunsing, lefty, getting ready now for Minnesota. Swarzak's worked 3 perfect innings. So 2 walks in the inning, 4 in the game now. Back to the top of the order we go. Pedro Florimon coming up. What it's done, it's extended Garrett, gotten the pitch count up.
Here comes Mike Butcher to go out and try to calm down Garrett. He was upset on the wild pitch and then a couple pitches out of the zone. Thought he might have got a swing from Sam Fold. Didn't get the appeal right away, and eventually was not rolled the swing.
Easily remedied by just looking at the scoreboard, right?
Yeah.
Hey, it's 5-1. You've got 2 outs. Who cares if he's standing at third?
And you're allowing them back in the game by giving free passes.
Yeah. Florimon struck out in his only plate appearance against Garrett. That was in the 5th. Took over for Danny Santana, taken out of the game after a double with a knee injury. One ball, no strikes. Some movement going on in the Angels pen, but nobody's warming up as of yet. Two 2-0 now. Now it's just kind of gotten away from Garrett all of a sudden as Kevin Jepson begins to loosen.
All of a sudden you start to aim the baseball. That one only at 95. Still a firm fastball, but we've seen 97, 98, 99 from Richards when he's free and easy in his delivery.
All right, 3 balls and no strikes, and this is a kid that barely hitting over 100. The 7th straight out of the zone. Dozier's on deck. There's a strike.
I'd be real surprised if Florimon swung at this next pitch. Do you need base runners?
This is out to center. Playable for Trout. Almost dead in his tracks. Makes the catch. It is 7th inning stretch time here at the Big A. The Angels maintaining a 5-1 lead. following Angels baseball right here on Fox Sports West. We look back at the LA Kings' historic run to their second Stanley Cup championship. It's the Kings Live Season Recap Special. Host Patrick O'Neill and Sean O'Donnell share the best moments of the Stanley Cup rally and behind-the-scenes access to the celebration with Mike Richards and Jeff Carter. Don't miss a special event tonight after Angels baseball right here on Fox Sports West. Bottom of the seventh, 5-1 Angels. New pitcher on for Minnesota Twins as you take a look at Garrett Richards' line. But it's Brian Dunsing, the left-hander, taking over here in the seventh. He'll face Iannetta, Calhoun, and Trout.
Dunsing fastballs 88 to 93, slider, throws quite a few of them, curve, changeup.
Anthony Swarzak went 3 perfect innings, had 2 strikeouts in relief of the starter Pino. Dunsing pitching his 29th game, a 1-2 mark, 2.83 ERA. 28 2/3 innings, 26 hits, 14 strikeouts, 11 walks as Chris pulls this one foul. And it's no balls, 2 strikes. Iannetta with a walk and a run scored in the second. Struck out looking in the fourth. Dunsing, a 3rd-round pick by Minnesota, 2005. Got to the big leagues for the first time in 09. 73 games, all out of the pen last year. Dribbler foul. It's still an 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Dunsing, a product of the University of Nebraska. Played collegiately with Jabba Chamberlain, Alex Gordon.
Darren Ersted's the head coach now.
Yeah. Two balls, 2 strikes. Cole Calhoun on deck, the leadoff man. This is grounded toward short. Florimo's got it to his left. 1 down. But the last man to reach for the Angels was Howie Kendrick on an RBI single in the 3rd inning.
Very similar to the job the Minnesota Twins bullpen did last night, as did the Angels bullpen last night.
Twins bullpen that has been pretty good all season long. Last 8 games for them, not including tonight, a 2.05 ERA. And opponents hitting 185 against that Twins pen of late. So 6 back in the American League Central at the start of the day, tied for 3rd for the Minnesota Twins. Cole fouls it back, and it's 1-1. The Angels, with Oakland winning tonight against the Mets, needing a victory to remain 4 back. A win tonight would also match their season high consecutive victories at 5. 2 balls, 1 strike. 7 hits for the Angels, 3 from Minnesota. Twins got a 1-0 lead in the second on the Arcia home run. Just responded with 3 in the bottom of the second, capped off by the 2 RBI double off the bat of this young man, Cole Calhoun. Now got a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Cole 1 for 3 tonight.
Hit the ball well as last time. Dozier made a nice play on him. Starting to get that batting average up. Now up to 270. 10 doubles, 17 RBI.
He chases the breaking ball, 2 down.
Dunsing comes right back. He's got a good hard slider. And that's what he's able to get Cole Calhoun with, that hard slider.
Two outs, nobody on for Trout. A base hit back in the first inning. Struck out in the second and grounded out to third base in the fourth inning. See that home run last night, first of his career against the Twins. Now he's homered against the other 14 American League teams. Off-speed pitch, way outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, the conversation always when Mike Trout first came up, he was going to be a guy that's going to hit some home runs, but doubles, triples, great speed. He's really developed into a serious power threat.
A 3-1 count. Pujols on deck. And he walked him.
It's 45 walks in the season for Trout.
Span of 13 batters between the guys getting on base for the Angels. Now Pujols will bat. Albert 1 for 3, singled and scored in the third inning. Led off that inning with a base hit through the left side. Dozier shading him toward the middle. And with Maurer holding on Trout, big hole on the right side. Back up the middle, off the foot of Dunsing and into shallow right field. Trout will head to third base. DiSarcina will hold him there. Now it goes a base hit for Albert.
Hit well by Albert. Second hit of the game. Trainer in, Von Gardenhire is going to go out to make sure Dunsing's okay. That was a line drive right off. Looked like the heel as it goes into right field.
Dunsing waving off Gardenhire. Well, Hamilton will bat here. Hit the ball well all 3 times. 2 deep fly balls to center, 1 doubled into the right field corner. Two out walk followed by the single. Dunsing kind of going through the same things that Garrett did. Sometimes it try to be too fine. No, you want to miss. You don't want to make a mistake. You walk a guy with 2 outs, and all of a sudden, command becomes an issue for you. It's Hamilton to swing through the off-speed pitch, 1-1.
And then you got to run through the middle of the order with Pujols, fouled now by Hamilton.
Front of the breaking ball again, 1-2. Minnesota in the top of the 8th inning will have 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Dozier, Mauer, and Willingham. Nobody warming up for the Angels. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton now with 103 at-bats on the season. This being his 28th game. Two. Takes a called strike 3 on the inside corner, and that'll do it for the Halos here in the 7th. We'll head to the 8th, still 5-1 Angels.
Play of the game brought to you by Arco. Cole Calhoun, elevated pitch, off speed, the bat head out, hits it right down the right field line. It's inside the chalk, driving in 2. It's 10th double, 17 RBIs of the season for Cole Calhoun.
Snapped a 1-1 tie with that double in the 2nd inning. The Angels tacked on 2 more in the 3rd. That's where we stand right now. 5-1 Angels as we begin the 8th inning. New 3rd baseman is John McDonald. Takes over at the hot corner for Grant Green. Garrett Richards to face Dozier, Mauer, and Willingham. First one in for a strike. Dozier, the 2nd baseman tonight, 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly ball to left. Did lead off the 6th inning with a walk, but is erased. And Mauer rolled into a fielder's choice.
Boy, still a time tonight for Garrett, even though the numbers are solid, pulling off on his slider.
Breaking ball towards short. Ibar's got it. 1 down.
Much better adjustment on that slider for Richards. It's a slow roller to Eric Ibar to get the first out here of the 8th.
101 pitches thrown by Garrett, coming off a start in which he threw 119 against Texas and picking up the win. And that was in 6 innings. There's Mauer. A single, a walk, and a fielder's choice. 1 for 2. Three hits for Minnesota, all occurring through the first 3 innings. A single by Bauer in the first, the home run by Arcia in the second, and a double by Santana in the third. As Jared Burton gets ready for Minnesota. Two balls, 1 strike. Good off-speed pitch. And Mauer out in front. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, when Garrett doesn't overthrow that pitch, it is a devastating pitch because he can throw it for a strike, and he can get a swing and miss with it also.
Garrett's gone 8 innings once this year. That was on June the 4th against Houston. This one Sky down the left field line, slicing away from Hamilton and toward the seats. We'll reset and do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 punch outs, 4 walks for Garrett tonight. First time he's had that many walks in a game since April 21st. That was at Nationals Park. Can't believe it's been that long since we were in Washington, D.C.
It seemed like it was last season.
This one fouled off.
That was a lot of fun there in Washington, especially watching Albert Pujols hit his 499th, and then later in the game hit his 500th career home run.
Yep.
Both baseballs caught by Southern California fans at the ballpark there in Washington.
Willingham on deck. Little flare out the shallow left field. Is it going to hang up for Hamilton? No. Misplays it. Mauer's going to try to go to second, and he is in there. Boy, handled poorly by Josh. Almost at the last minute deciding to pull up, and the ball just popped over his head. I wonder if it's a single and an error. And it is an error on Hamilton, his 4th of the year.
Well, he checked up on him and got by him. He thought about coming in and sliding initially off the bat.
Man in scoring position for Willingham, the left fielder. 0 for 3 tonight. With that base hit, the Angels trying to get action to their bullpen once again. Kevin Jepson back up and loosening. One ball, 1 strike. 4th hit of the night for Minnesota. Mauer's got 2 of them.
Just missed. That's a pretty good pitch. Richards wanted that fastball. I think it might have been just off the outside corner, though.
So 2 balls and a strike. Kendrick Morales on deck. Almost got him to chase the breaking ball.
Might end up being the last batter for Richards. That pitch count getting up. 112 pitches thrown.
Kendrick Morales on deck, and that is a walk, the 5th of the night. Mike Scioscia's coming out, and that's going to be it for Garrett. Retired Dozier, then the flare single by Mauer, now the walk to Josh Willingham. So Garrett Richards done on the night, 1 run. He's responsible for the 2 guys on base. We'll get a nice round of applause. We have ourselves a pitching change, 5-1 Angels. for 7 1/3, 4 hits and a run. 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, though. That's the key indicator there. Did not have his best command of the night, but still had limited the Twins to just 1 run tonight. It's the second time that he is allowed 5 walks in a game this year, the other being his very first start of the season against the Houston Astros back on April the 4th. Kevin Jepsen takes over. He will try to get Kendrys Morales with 1 out here in the 8th. Mauer standing at second, Willingham at first. Not a whole lot of speed on the bases for Minnesota. Kevin last night 1 inning, 2 walks, a strikeout and a hit, but no runs. Morales a DH, 0 for 3. A fly ball to left, a strikeout, and a bouncer back to the mound.
Off speed first pitch. Then the changeup off the plate now. And Morales is definitely going to be geared up for a fastball.
Morales struck out against Jepsen to finish off the 7th inning. Back-to-back off-speed pitches. It was 1-1. Sure, the game still being played. Boston leading Seattle 5-4. That game's in the 9th. Cleveland shutting out the Diamondbacks in Phoenix 6-0. That game also in the 9th. Ground ball back up the middle, and that's going to go in for a base hit. Mauer will come in to score. Willingham to third, and an inherited run comes across, and it is 5-2.
What, JoJo?
Going right back up the middle off the dirt in the outfield for a base hit. On Morales. He's a very dangerous hitter and came through there with a base hit.
Picks up his 8th RBI. That run gets charged to Garrett. Now it's Oswaldo Arcia, the right fielder. 1 for 2 with a home run in the 2nd, a ground out in the 4th, a walk in the 7th. That home run in the 2nd inning, snapping an 0 for 31 stretch. Jepsen missing outside. One ball, one strike. Arcia certainly doesn't look like a guy that was in the midst of an 0 for 31 stretch with the hacks that he's taking
Not
tonight.
the way he swings the bat.
Two balls, one strike. Command was a little bit of an issue for Jepsen last night. That 7th inning, these 5 batters, and a big double play to help out. He could certainly use one here. 2-1. Swing and a miss, just blew it right by him at 96. And with that uppercut swing, if you live right there, that's a tough pitch to catch up to.
Yeah, you can get him out, swing and miss on an elevated fastball, but it's a dangerous pitch if you make a mistake, especially out over the plate.
Two now. Swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball. Down goes Arcia. 2 down. That's the pitch that he got Morales to finish off the 7th with last night.
And that's a good hard slider after a great fastball to pitch before. Forced him to look upstairs for a fastball, followed by a hard slider down in the dirt.
So it's the third baseman, Eduardo Escobar, at the plate. 0 for 3 tonight. John McDonald now on the infield grass at third base, just in case. Fastball away. Willingham, the base runner at third base. Morales at first. Kendricks with an RBI single. 1-1. Evens that count back up. The Angels, by the way, in the bottom of the 8th inning will have Ibar, Kendrick, and Crone due up. Looks like Jared Burton, the right-hander, will be coming into the game. One with the off-speed pitch.
That slider, he got a round on that pitch as compared to the one he got a swing and miss from Arcia on down and in.
Three balls, one strike. Eric Fryer, the catcher, is on deck. Foul the back. So with a full count of 2 outs, Morales will get a head start over at first base. One run in for Minnesota. 5-2 Angels here in the 8th. There's the payoff. Foul back.
It looked like it got right off the arm of Chris Iannetta.
Morales again takes off. The 3-2 lifted foul and out of play. 39,802 in the house tonight on halfway to Christmas night. That's all the Santa hats, the wreaths, the reindeer outside, the California bear hanging out with Gooby.
Oh yeah.
You guys getting a couple of pops after the game?
Just trying to conserve energy.
All right. Here's the payoff. Ground ball. Pujols to the backhand. Wow. Wicked hop. Albert sticks with it. That's the third out of the inning. Minnesota gets a run. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. 5-2 Angels.
5-2 here in the bottom 8th. Well thrown game by Garrett Richards. And speaking of pitchers, our pitching matchup tomorrow. Ricky Nolasco on the hill for the Minnesota Twins, 5-4 with an ERA 5.52, taking on Jared Weaver, 7-6, 8-2 in his career versus the Minnesota Twins, including a no-hitter here at the Big A on May 2nd, 2012. Nolasco's allowed 15 home runs in a day game. Could see some big flies tomorrow.
New pitcher on for the Minnesota Twins here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jared Burton takes over for the Minnesota Twins in relief of Brian Dunsing, who went 1 inning tonight. 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk for him.
Burton fastball, 88-93 slider. Very, very good changeup, and throws quite a few changeups.
Ibar, Kendrick, and Crone for the Halos here in the 8th. Ibar takes upstairs. Ibar tonight 1 for 2 with a double back in the 2nd inning and a ground out. He also picked up a sacrifice fly into 3rd. That hit Quinn Walcott, the home plate umpire, right in the mask.
And that went straight through with no. He deflected off the glove of Fryer. He's going to check in on him to make sure he's okay. Boy, right off the mask. And that's something you're definitely not expecting as a home plate umpire. Boy, wow. I got him straight on the mask. Fryer did a good job of keeping Walcott up. I got him directly on the mask.
Quinn Walcott, a minor league umpire, one of several that rotates throughout the season. Ibar fouls it back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Halos have a couple of guys loosening in their bullpen. I guess it all depends on what happens here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Mike Bourne, Joe Smith. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ibar shoots one through into right field to lead off this 8th inning with a base hit.
Boy, it's important now to try to manufacture a run or 2 here, the little breathing room. Minnesota bullpen has done a nice job once again tonight to keep the game close.
Howie Kendrick a 1 for 3 night, extending his hitting streak to 9 games with the RBI single in the 3rd. Looks at a strike. RBI for Kendrick in that 3rd inning, his 32nd of the season. No conversation now between Fryer and Burton.
Burton has allowed 4 stolen bases in 4 attempts against him. And also, especially with Howie at the plate, very good to be a guy to be able to put a hit and run on because he makes good contact and keeps it on the ground.
1 ball, 1 strike. One more in this series tomorrow afternoon. 12:35 start. Angels live will kick things off at noon. And the Angels will jump on a plane, head to Kansas City. 3-game series beginning Friday night. 1 night game and 2 day games in Kansas City. Howie, a swing and a miss, 1 and 2. And it's 3 night games in Chicago against the White Sox, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. No more off days for the Angels till the All-Star break. Ibar takes off. It's a swing and a miss. The throw down to second goes into center field. Ibar will stay at second base. So Kendrick is the first out on the punch out. The man in scoring position now for C.J. Cron.
Ibar got his 6th stolen base of the season. Had a big jump. And a low throw. 1 hops into the outfield.
Cron with a base hit tonight. He's had a 1-for-3 game. Halos tonight 3 for 6 with men in scoring position. Takes downstairs. Another conversation between Fryer and Burton. Are they going to talk between every pitch here?
You talk about slowing down the pace for your fielders, trying to make plays behind you when you do that.
One-0. Fouled off the body. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nine hits for the Angels tonight. Had 8 hits last night. Minnesota out hitting the Angels 11-8, but still Halos picking up the victory. Ibar takes off and throw down the third, and that is not in time. Second stolen base of the inning for Ibar.
I like that aggressiveness down in the scoring position, going to force Minnesota and Ron Gardenhire to bring the infield in more than likely with C.J. Cron at the plate. Big jump, long delivery to the plate for Burton also. Now 6 stolen bases in 6 attempts against him.
Never looked back to Eric Ibar.
So often we say Verrier looked back to second. No look at all back to second.
Back up the middle. That will sneak through for an RBI single. 6-2 Angels.
So, and how big is that stolen base? 2 stolen bases to be able to create a run. C.J. Cron drives in another run, his 19th RBI. Back up the middle. And just by Dozier, even if he makes that play, Ibar is going to score easily. Cron gets another base hit. 2nd of the game.
One out, 1 on. John McDonald, first plate appearance of the night. Took over defensively in the top of the inning. McDonald hitting .231 in 38 games. 1 double, 4 runs batted in. Grant Green, who made his first major league start at third base tonight, ended up going 0 for 2, but did have a sac fly. Now he's in the 2nd inning, picking up his 7th run batted in. David Free is getting the night off. Cron takes off, and McDonald skies with a shallow center. 2 down. C.J. Cron thought he had himself a stolen base. Good jump.
Not paying attention to a base runner.
Mike Bourne scheduled to come in the ninth inning. No longer a save situation. Iannetta tonight 0 for 2. Walked and scored in the second. Two balls, pardon me, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's the first pitch called a strike. Minnesota in the ninth inning will have 8, 9, and 1. Fryer, Fuld, and Florimon. Barring any pinch hitters, as Iannetta swings through that one. It's 1 and 2. Second time on this homestand in which the Angels have had 10 or more hits. They had 11 hits the opening game against Texas Friday. And Iannetta goes down swinging. That'll do it for the Halos here in the 8th. They tack on a run as we head to the 9th. The Angels lead at 6-2.
MercuryInsurance.com and see how much you can save. And by Hyundai, the countdown to savings is on now at Hyundai's 4th of July sales event. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Top of the 9th inning, Halos up by the score of 6-2. Stick around after the last down. Angels live post game presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers, Ken French and Jose Mota, along with Alex Curry. Break it all down for you just before the Kings Live special.
Oh,
Follow.
No
Angels
question.
Live.
Looking forward to that one.
Sure, Ken French is thrilled to lead into that one.
There's no question.
Mike Bourne pitching in his 25th game. Pitched last night, had a 1-2-3. 6th inning through total of 12 pitches last night. 1.42 ERA, I should say. Kurt Suzuki will pinch hit here for Fryer. Then Sam Fuld and then Pedro Florimon. Kurt Suzuki, Cal State Fullerton product, was in the starting lineup last night. Ended up going 0 for 4. .315 average this year. 15 doubles, a couple of home runs, 32 runs batted in. As a pinch hitter, he's 0 for 1. First one is outside. Suzuki 8th in the American League in batting average with that .315 batting average. breaking ball. Caught the outside corner, 1-1. Broken bat flare out towards shallow center. Howie's back there, makes the catch, one down.
He tracked it down right away off the bat. Knew it wasn't going to be hit hard. Was able to get back and make a nice play. Slider off the end of the bat with a good read. The angle perfect for Howie to make the play.
So here's Sam Fuld, the center fielder, with 1 out in the 9th. 0 for 2 tonight. A strikeout, a grounder back to the mound, and a walk. And he will look at a strike. McDonald playing it on the grass over at third base. Fuld takes it, breaking ball low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Wrap up this 3-game set tomorrow. Jared Weaver, Ricky Nolasco. One on the way. Fuld skies one. Howie Kendrick drifting into foul territory, calls off Pujols, 2 down.
Yeah, much easier play for a second baseman with that angle going for the ball as compared to a first baseman going straight back.
Halos 1 out away from making it 5 in a row. The second time this year. 10 games over 500 and remain 4 back in the American League West, with Oakland having won earlier tonight. Seattle lost to Boston. Texas lost to the Tigers. Houston was shut out by Atlanta. There's Florimo in the shortstop, and he will look at a strike. Florimo 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout, a fly ball to center.
Let the Angels hold on. They don't have the best home record in baseball.
No balls, 2 strikes. At the start of the night, a 24-14 record here at the Big A. Trying to make it 25-14. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Light that baby up as the Angels take game 2 against the Twins. The final tonight, 6-2.
Boy, some solid pitching once again. Garrett Richards outstanding, improves to 8-2. Cole Calhoun with a big double, got the runs on the board early. Howie Kendrick, a big game. C.J. Cron, a couple hits. Albert Pujols, a couple hits. 10 hits overall for the Halos tonight with 6 runs. 5 of them early in the game to allow Garrett Richards to relax and get the job done once again. This dominant stuff. 97-99 in those first couple of innings was enough. And Eric Ibar, big game, a couple hits. 2 stolen bases in that 8th inning to provide that extra insurance run.
The win tonight gives the Angels their 7th straight home series win and are now 16-3 at home of the last 19 home games.
Just putting it all together. The bullpen's done a solid job. Kevin Jepson came out, did a nice job. Michael Morin come in and close them out. 1, 2, 3 innings. Mike Scioscia's club starting to play very, very consistent baseball, especially here at the Big A, and having their ace on the hill tomorrow to try to complete the sweep against the Twins here.
Halos win it by the final of 6-2. Cole Calhoun did a terrific job tonight. He's down on the field with Alex Curry.
Thank you, Victor. Cole, this team is 10 games over 500, a season high. What's clicking for this club right now?
We're just playing good base all the way around. We're getting good pitching, good hitting. I mean, it's huge for the club. I mean, playing at home, we've been doing well with you guys behind us.
Now, there was a huge momentum shift there in the second. Everyone was swinging the bat well, including yourself for that 2 RBI double. Does hitting become contagious at that point?
Oh, absolutely. You get some guys in scoring position. It's easy to swing it as a team, you know, and that's what we've been doing well lately.
And another strong performance by Richards on the mound. How much confidence does he give this team when he takes the mound?
When he's going out there and throwing strikes, I mean, he's as best as anybody in the game. So we're happy to have him out there, absolutely.
Well, congratulations on a great win.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. The Angels take Game 2 of this series, but don't go anywhere because Ken French and Jose Mota will break it all down next on Angels Live, presented by your SoCal Mazda dealer.